Hey there, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. My name's Chris. This is Starters Order 7. It's been a while since we played on this save at Das Horse House in the US. But yeah, still not really getting over this illness. I mean, it's been about 3 weeks. Last week's not been as bad, but yeah, the first week wasn't terrible, but I was just trying to rest so that I wasn't like getting other people sick. And then second week I was really bad, and this week I've been kind of isolating again so that I don't get any sick of myself and I don't get anyone else sick. Um, so yeah, it's kind of been a while since we jumped into this, but yeah, look, in my last video we talked about the jump save and why that isn't really suiting the way I play or the way I want to play. And it's nothing on the game; it's on me itself. And I'm just not enjoying it. I don't like the grind. If I like the grind, I'd go zero to hero. And that would basically be, play on hard mode, no betting, um, no money cheats, no importing to like spark the save. And it just whatever you roll, not even reloading saves to get a good horse. Like whatever you get when you create the game, your starting couple of horses, that's it. And you race them and you try and place them so that they make profit. You sell them. If they can't, you try and get, you know, a good horse that can earn you some money so you can unlock the breeding barn and then try and use the breeding barn to slowly get your money up to a point where you can actually afford good horses. And like 10, 15 seasons in, you might actually have a grade one capable horse. Like, I don't like doing that, so I eliminate the grind. I eliminate the money issue. I can import horses. I don't impose any rules on myself like that. Um, I hire the best jockey, which wouldn't be realistic in real life. You just start up a new stable and you try and retain the best jockey when you haven't got a good horse. That wouldn't be realistic. So you can kind of impose a lot of restrictions on yourself, and there's a lot that the game will kind of wall behind money. I eliminate the grind. I don't enjoy it. So going to a jump save, as much as I enjoy the jumps racing aspect of it, and I've kind of come to understand a lot more about the distances and a little more, between the hurdles, the chase, etc. Like I've learned a lot about how it all works and the pathways you need to take and what to expect at different times, but you're still waiting until 8-year-old before you really have a shot at a good race. Even on my custom schedule, like yeah, it's you might get grade one wins at like 4 or 5, but not that many. And in the US flat save, I can get a grade one on a 2-year-old. I have grade ones on a 2-year-old. Shy Prince won the Sistema. Like, I don't need to wait until they're 4 or 5. I can do it at 2. I don't need to win the biggest race in the world. For me, as a 6-year-old in my custom schedule, which is younger than real life, which would be the Grand National, I win the Kentucky Derby at age 3. And then the biggest prizes in the world I can win at age 4 with the World Cup races. You got the Everest and some other little bits, and that's it. You can prime a horse at 2, you can dominate at 3 and or 4, and you're done with that horse, and you can move on to the next, and you can get the breeding going, and you can have momentum. And I don't feel I was having that at all, or it's possible to have that in the jump save because it's such a much longer time frame. I just don't think it's for me. Nothing the game did wrong. I think my schedule's cool. I do think it would need to be updated. I don't think it's a realistic schedule in any way, shape, or form, and that's fine. But I think it's just not for me, and that's kind of what I got to put it down to. And that's fine. It doesn't have to be for me. It really doesn't. But I do think the flat saves are where I want to be, and I'm pretty happy with where we're at. Speaking on that, like I say, yeah, we do have a grade 1 on a 2-year-old. We have a couple of grade 3s. We have a few others that they are going to be booked into races. Mana Lurker has got themselves a little grade 3. I think that's going to be interesting. Can they get the race? And then we've got the big two. I mean, we won the Kentucky Derby without Coles. We're following up with the Preakness and Belmont to try and close out a Triple Crown, which, I'm not going to lie, it's going to be tough. No distance adaptability, not a ton of extra speed. It's going to be tough, but I do like Out Cold, and I do think it's the kind of horse that could do it, so we're running it. Ice Queen, again, a very good horse. Not a great horse, but a very good horse. No distance adaptability, so again, getting up for the Breeders' Stake, which is also a mile 4 for the Canadian Triple Crown, is going to be tough. But they both earned their place. They both won the first legs. We got to run them. After that, I've got two which are big game day decisions. The Allen Robertson Championship is a 6 furlong grade 1. Now, that's not the distance for Rainmaker, but it's my best entry would be Rainmaker. I just don't know if we've got a shot at that. Realistically, if we've got a shot at that. And I'm also trying to upgrade Noblesse Oblige, who is a 6 furlong, with the Sogosan Gold Medallion. And I think we've probably got a slightly better chance in terms of distance, but potential still isn't filled out, and it's not where we would love to be. Yeah, we've also got the Premier's Championship, Champions Challenge for Hurrah. This could be a good one. It might not be, but it could be a good one. So, yeah, I think it's interesting to see maybe what we do there. I don't know. But we'll see how Hurrah runs being a gelding and continues to develop. And Pure Adventure, also a 3-year-old, since we're not going to use this as, we won the 2 legs of the Triple Crowns. We're probably going to just use Pure Adventure to clean up some, first legs, France, UK, Ireland, etc. Like, there's a lot of mile races. The Gamely and the Woodbine Oaks, I do feel, are there, and we should have the adaptability for them. So I don't feel that's a bad shout. We won the Florida Derby, and we won it, decently. So, yeah, and if we do look at a couple of these, like second in the Kentucky Derby, for example, yeah, it's a solid horse. It's a solid horse. So I don't know. But I'll think about one works. It's a filly, whereas Institute Spy is a colt, so it's not eligible for these 2 races, so might as well just run them. The Gamely and then the Woodbine Oaks, which is on the same day as the Breeders' Stakes up in Canada, of course. So that'll be an interesting day if we decide to run both those as well. And Life Quest has just a game over a mile and just is our best horse, and that's not even close. Not even close. In terms of number of wins, prize money, everything else, just not even close. Now, I will say, if Ice Queen and or especially Out Cold win their respective Triple Crowns, then that becomes an interesting conversation. But right now, 130 rating, over 10 million prize money. And yeah, 16 Group 1 wins is nuts. It's nuts. I mean, the last 4 losses are all second place. That could have easily have been 20. second, third, second. The sixth that I never should have booked, the third, second, second. Like, so close to being just this monster horse. So, yeah, very interested to see where they all go. That being said, we need to run the races to find that stuff out. So, couple of game days. Kind of need jockeys. Yeah, I need to decide what to do with jockeys. The fact that I've now booked these two in means that they've taken Florent off Hara. Because he was going to Turfontaine to ride Hara. Now, over to Scottsville instead with Nobles Oblige and Rainmaker. feel I feel they need the most help, but that makes sense. That does, though, then mean we would need a jockey, and I don't remember who the good jockeys really were. So Franco's not bad. The problem is I've had three or four saves. Excuse me. See, my cough is still here. I had to pause there for a second while I coughed. Got out of my system a little bit. But yeah, I've had 3 or 4 saves, so it's like trying to remember exactly who could be good in each save. If I don't care about feedback, I kind of do, but Landros ain't bad. I think what I need to do here, gotta check my notes. And that brings up David Cabrera. I thought it was a 710 guy. It's actually a 712 guy. That's fine. Not a huge deal. But yeah, that puts really good jockeys on my horses, at least. So I'm happy with that. They are game days. 100% they are game days, I think. Everybody else is pretty good to run. Good Adventure might be game day as well. We'll kind of see what happens later on in the month. I think that's kind of fair to say. We have got everybody bred. Again, towards the end of the season, we might be sneaking in our 4 fillies or 5 fillies into the barn. Maybe all 6. I was going to say leave Life Quest out and just run completely to try and get a 140, but that really depends what we do between now and December, really decide who goes into the barn or not in like November time, to be honest with you. If I'm putting them all in, I need 6 weeks of breeding. I need to be done pretty much the first week of December. So you're really looking mid-October to make that decision of who the first one's going in. That's probably the 2 2-year-olds. That takes us to November. And I can put the 3 3-year-olds in, which then leaves Life Quest as the last one to go in. That's the last one I can run, which would be early December. Now, the Hong Kong Mile on the 8th. Can I breed on the 8th? I don't know. So coming out of that, we could breed and see what happens, if it allows us to or not. That might be the plan. Yeah, check Friday auction, because nothing's come up in a while. We might as well just check. Nope. Go. Game kind of paused there for a second, but we can go to Churchill Downs. 2-year-old. time to see if Mana can step up to the plate. Kind of need them to. They've been good so far. This probably isn't a great field. We should be on distance. Under a length in the first maiden. Won the second by almost 9. We're back on dirt again. I gotta feel good about this, right? I gotta feel just good about this. So Mana, Lurker. It's not overthinking. It's only a little grade 3. We've got far bigger races to worry about in this video, but again, I think it's the only 2-year-old, and therefore the only horse as well, that we haven't got a grade on yet. So this would be nice. Only 5 runners. We are the favourite. We are the best horse. We're the highest rated. One of the best forms. But yeah. Mana Lurker, the great. We'll get off to a decent start. Go towards the front. Timeless Blake just on the inside against Rail. Alderbrook Festival in the middle with Order Tribal ahead of Bronze Grego at the back. But here they come from the back. 2 from home, lining up now on the home stretch and driving. Here comes Order Tribal into third. Bronze Grego coming up strong. But we're holding them off. Mana Lurker will take it. Not exactly the most comfortable. But just consistent. Don't think we pushed out. Don't think we let up. Just kind of kept that same way all the way. And yeah, we did okay. We did okay. That was a lovely little win. Just nice little grade 3. Nothing to kind of worry about. And that puts us now all on grades. So 5 grade 3s. 2 of which have the chance to become grade 1s if we do decide to run them. I don't know if there's any reason really not to. Like, Rainmaker doesn't need it, but it's not going to hurt us, probably. Nobles Auberge as well. Probably could even use the run. They both only run twice. It's not like double. Let's run, 5 times already. So, yeah. Yeah, we could give those a shot, but right now, all the 2-year-olds have a grade 3 apart from Shy Prince, who's got the grade 1, as do all of the 3-year-olds and our 4-year-olds. Okay, I mean, it's just like that. We are gonna be running out cold soon. Shouldn't even look at 2-year-old options. Shouldn't look at the 2-year-olds. Friday the 13th of May. Just doesn't look like anything's there. Skip a day. We're going ahead to Pimlico. Ooh, I want this one. I want this one so bad. It's almost as much as I want the Derby, because the Derby, of course, is the important part of it. But once you've landed the Derby, kind of takes over into the Triple Crown there, where I really want the Triple Crown. I'm not sure how to race this. Do I go early? Do I go normal? Do I use jockey instructions at all? I don't think I do on these. I think these second legs I just run normal. They kind of more suit the horse a little bit. Uh, both third legs, perhaps I challenge later. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't need to think about that one right now, but It's just a natural Preakness run, I feel. Kind of what we're doing. Born Jones back again. Bunch of good horses. Ungraded. Goot Cadeau back again. Third at Louisiana. Third in the Kentucky Derby. So, a couple of other grades 2 races. One good, one bad. Definitely feel it could be in the mix a little bit here for sure. We got the grade 2s, which look okay. A bunch of good grade 1s. We are favorite. We should be. One of 3 horses, Tip Country Trooper and Goa Delayed. I mean, sure. Goa Delayed's okay. We look okay. Jacoba Classique, sweating badly and agitated. Yeah, I think we're okay, right? That was a good win against a bunch of horses from this field. And that was a good run against a bunch of horses from this field. I really think we're more a mile 2 than a mile 1. I don't think we need to come down at all. I think we're probably good to go. Hope we're good to go. Fingers crossed, everybody, then. The race for the Black-Eyed Susans. It's that time of year again. 1 mile, 110-yard run for the Preakness, Class 1, Grade 1, here at Pimlico. The second leg of the American Triple Crown, where the 3-year-olds run upon the dirt track to give themselves a shot at glory. We do, of course, have the big horses from the Kentucky Derby. Amongst them, Out Cold, the winner, who is off to an okay start, is going to stay to the outside and join this little chasing back. The rear trio, Goa Delay, Goat Cadeau, and Freeline Twister. On the outside here, Father Boro trying to find room with Alchemate White Born Jones, Romania Fudge, ourselves, and Country Trooper. A couple of dodgy horses in there as we start to move up now. Jacoba Classique, the horse that was sweating up badly, is in the lead. It comes down to the final couple of furlongs off the bend onto the home stretch. It is us and Country Trooper coming through. Country Trooper at that final furlong marker, just out ahead. We are gaining now. We are pushing out. Classique just falling back. Country Trooper falling back. Born Jones in the mix. And we're gonna take it by about 2 lengths. Oh, Cold. Not the best run in the world, but I do feel this is a decent field. They're all kind of at the top end. Born Jones, Country Trooper. Like, there's a couple of close horses to our ability, I feel. I don't think we're dominant. But we are going to take it, and take it fairly well in that regard. Almost 2 lengths. Not quite, but Born Jones in second again. Second at Florida behind Pure Adventure. Third at Santa Anita behind Ice Queen and Country Trooper. Second in Kentucky and at the Preakness to Out Cold. This doesn't look like a bad horse. 2 grade 3s, a grade 1. And if we hadn't run 3 more grade 1s, possibly even 4 if they have a slightly better run at Santa Anita. Very, very nice. And yeah, the second place at Santa Anita. Now fifth, third. Country Trooper definitely seems like more of a mile 1 horse than a mile 2 horse, and that's probably why they're not going for the Belmont. But Born Jones, I do think, is the right call. Second in both other legs. You gotta go and try and spoil it at Belmont Park. I think that just makes sense. Alchemate Wite, short-headed, Out Go Delay, ran okay, Go Cadeau, short-headed. Jacoba, kind of just the pace horse led us out to the final 2 furlongs and then just dropped out. But, yeah, not bad. Not amazing. Not like, oh my god, I can't believe that we won that race. No, fully expected to win, and that was absolutely fine. Or maybe not fully expected to win, but fully believed we could win. And so we did win. That's absolutely fine. But, yeah, a nice win. We handled business well. We give ourselves a shot. It's not the easiest shot in the world. But we do have a shot. We do have a shot. It's all about now heading north of the border up to Fort Erie for the Prince of Wales to do the same on Ice Queen, the Great White North, with the Ice Queen. It seems fitting. It could just be there. We've taken the Queen's plate. Gonna have a shot. We are favourites. We are not tipped. I find that wild. To take the Queen's plate and then not be tipped for the Prince of Wales. It's very interesting. Especially as favourite. They love the Japanese horse. They really do. I get it, but yeah. I don't know. A couple of calm, lazy horses. The rest of the field looks okay. We're the best in the paddock. We're the favourite, and we've won the first Triple Crown leg. We're joint highest rated with Striking a Rival, who is the tipster's darling. And Saris the Scarlet is the other one. And yeah, could have won in Japan. Maybe they're just fans of Japanese racing, because they came second by a short head in the juvenile fillies out at Hanshin. One in the Talma, as a 2-year-old, has not won this year. At a little grade 3, they didn't win, but somehow they're tipped more than us. I don't fully understand that one. Yeah, solid horse, but again, unless they're more on distance than us, which I don't think they are, I think we can beat them again. All the top 4 are in this race. This would be the one I'd worry more about, 100%. Mainly because it's 1 at a mile, and we're coming slightly down from a mile 2 where it ran well. I don't think jockey instructions. I think we just run this. I think we just run this as well. Let's not overthink it. 1 mile, 1 furlong, 110 yards. This time up in Canada, the Great White North, the Prince of Wales, second leg of their Triple Crown. Class 1 grade run for 3-year-olds on the dirt track. As I say, Striking a Rival coming over from Japan is probably the biggest rival. Sarasta Scala, the domestic that is loved, but your favourite is and should be Queen's Plate winning Ice Queen, who goes up the inside and into the lead over Sophie's Pole. Striking a Rival is there with Musnad Sandridge. We got Misma Pendrose. We got Sarasta Scala and having Tiddly. Wow, they all moved about so much. We're still in the lead on the bend. Sophie's Pole coming through really strongly. But as we come now then down to the final 1.5, it's going to be the fight for the line then. Down the home stretch, Sophie's Pole at the moment has it. Does Ice Queen have it in them? It looks like we do. We're coming through strongly. Sandridge up. Striking a Rival coming up. And Saristar Scala right there as well, but they're all some way back, making a mockery of the tipsters, but getting the favourites right on Ice Queen to win quite comfortably. Sophie's pole, to be fair, I didn't see doing that well. I didn't see doing that well. Came down for the Kentucky Derby, just absolutely outclassed. But then we come up for this, and yeah, they've done it. They've done okay. Worrying thing for me is earlier this year they did win at a mile 4, and so they could be out to spoil. Now they're in the pool lines as well. Who knows? Who knows? That could be interesting. That could be very, very interesting. Yeah, that third leg. That third leg is going to be really, really interesting. Huh. Okay. Okay. Um. Okay. What do we roll out here? I could do the Rising Sun. I could try that. Trying that with jockey instructions, maybe? Maybe? Seventh of June. Kind of want to wait until like the 21st. This could line up ish. Do I want to go to South Africa, or do I want to go to Ascot? I think that's the big question. Do I want to do either? Do I want to do either, or do I just want a full send here? In France and or Australia and the South African Guineas. I can send all four. 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 Okay. Who needs the most rest? Maybe Ice Queen? Maybe Ice Queen. This needs to be Institute Spy. Because it is my only. It is my only Colt. Think I would run. Oh, Cold in the other. which leaves me Ice Queen. And Pure Adventure. Think the distances suit Pure Adventure better in South Africa. Think they do. Okay. Yeah, I do think I needed to book those in while I had a chance. And game day decision time. I think this is difficult. Don't know what these are like. I don't know what like. South Africa. It's not Turfontein. It's a grade 1 for 2-year-olds. I'm not sure I love that. Look at Brian. Shame you're a gelding. Shame you're a gelding. Not bad horse. Yeah, not the best horse, but would be interesting. Think we send. Might regret this, but I think we send. I think we send. We start off with Hurrah, one of 3 Americans over. Eternal Entertainer and Parks Dreamed is in with us. We're definitely not the favorite. That's fair. That's fine. I I don't know how to run this. I don't know how to run this. So in a bad run, 1-1 suited. In a good run, 1-1 suited. Yeah. I think we might challenge later here. We are tipped, which is interesting. Betters don't fancy us, but the tipsters say they should. Parks Dreamed, as well as Sempre Bleu in the mix. We are a little lazy. That's going to hurt us. Hopefully they respond at the end of the race when we don't challenge super early. That might be interesting. Yeah, this one could be done just on the back of that, to be honest with you. It could be done. Just the fact we're lazy. But Turfontein, South Africa, the 1 mile 2 furlong Premier Champion Challenge. Class 1 grade 1 for 3-year-olds and older on the turf. A couple of favourites here. One of which is Sempre Bleu, the tipped horse. Oop. And another American tipped as well. We're on the rail. We're back in the pack. We're running a little lazy. I don't love any of that. It's going to be tough to get out. Eternal Entertainer is there. Sempre Bleu is lurking with Sinetbos Himbrock, who's another one of the favourites. Titan Bloom out at the moment with Queen Leclerc. Parks Dreamed also in the mix. Looks like we are on the outside. Gonna come through fairly strong from the end, to be fair. I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think it's gonna be enough for second place, though. And right on the line, we did make it really, really close. One of the joint favourites, Cineforce Himbrook, does take it. Eternal Entertainer came with us, almost got the job done. And Tidy Spectrum in fourth ahead of Sempre Bleu, the tipped and joint favourite there. So yeah, everyone I kind of highlighted apart from Park Streamed expected more from them. Everyone else in the top five expected to kind of be there. Apart from Tidy Spectrum, I guess. Swap that off with Park Stream, but I feel good about that. We were lazy, but yeah, we still came through really nicely. We almost won. I don't think the jockey hurt us because he's nigh on identical. We're carrying more dead weight rather than live weight. Does that make a difference in real life? There are debates. I think it does, but there are debates. There are science, fucking theories behind everything, and it's not entirely fully clear. But at the same time, is that even reflected in the game? I don't know. There is that to say for it. Yeah, I just feel we didn't get the win, but we had a good enough run to feel good about things. With the only horse that has run, with the only non-domestic, with the we've won both races. We won the maiden, won the Grade 3. We're 102 rated. We are by far the favourite horse. We are tipped to heck and back. 4 out of 5 horses don't look like they have condition. So Exopuntia Tops should be our main rival. The filly should be the main rival. But yeah, we should just win. Double check we haven't gained distance before going through. Because if we have, then yeah, we can amend that on the jockey orders. But woo! Woo! We're running in a circle. This is this track that I fixed and is broken again. Okay, so the 6th furlong Sogo Sun Gold Medallion Class 1 grade run for 2-year-olds on this turf track. And oh, we're through the houses, we're off and we're running through the countryside and into the wilderness. And oh my god, we're in a void. Beautiful. We start off okay. And the first turn, we're doing okay. We are in the lead. The second turn, back to the third, and back again the other side of the stalls. Now just being pushed out by Esculpantia, who is now falling back a little. We look like we're in the mix for this final furlong. The home stretch, Friend Armwell is there, but we have a brilliant turn. Hand in the air. We're gonna take this one, and we go sideways. We're going home. The rest of the horses are gonna continue their loops. But as the winner, we just go home. We've had enough. The rest go to the glue factory on the left-hand side, as you can see. Yeah, beautiful. Oh, just beautiful. Gotta love Scottsville. Yeah, 3-length win. Nobles Obligé did everything we needed to do. And you know what? That's grade 1, 105 rated, and at least up to 80% potential filled out. So we can still get a few more runs in. I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. We should be hopefully able to hit that extra little bit of potential and max out for the season. But yeah, that was actually an easy grade 1. Bad field, unprepared, broken racetrack. I'm going to save before this one because, again, this might break. But yeah, Rainmaker, also Beata, is also tipped because they have run a race. They are ready to go. Looks like this might be an even more unfit set of horses. Beata won quite decently in their maiden. Okay. So yeah, the two Americans come over for a little bit of a match race. And yeah, if you got dizzy at that last race, look away now. We're going again. The 6 furlong Allen Robertson Championship Class 1 Grade 1 for 2-year-olds on the turf track. We're not going to mess about with this one. We're going to go for it. And there we go on the outside. We're off to a decent start. Rainmaker, Stokes, Clark Vista, Beata, and Loft. We are towards the rear. But we are starting to make our way up around the outside. Now we are with the leaders. How well can we turn? How well can we do this? It looks like we're going at the first furlong, and Beata's coming with us, but do they have what it takes? No, they don't. Once again, we cross the imaginary line. This time we go to the glue factory. Unbelievable. I guess we were just showing them the way to go. There we go. Well, actually, no, we're going to go parade the stand. They go in the glue factory. We're going to go and parade in front of the stands. Us and Beata are going to hold an American flag out between us as we ride down the actual home stretch there and show that we were 1 and 2 in this race, because the crowd had no idea we were off just doing donuts on the side of the course. For 4 lengths, big win. Beautiful stuff. 114 rated and another grade 1. That is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely crazy and just a terrible implemented track on this mod. Something has broken in a big bad way. But it's funny. It's funny. So yeah, 3 grade 3s and 3 grade 1s now, including a 114 rating on Rainmaker. 3 perfect horses too that have grade 1s and over 100 rating. 2 races for Shy Prince, 3 for Noblesse Oblige and Rainmaker. Like, that's fun. That's fun. Pure adventure. Should we run this? We shouldn't. Are we going to? But we shouldn't. Yeah, those donuts be just absolutely mind-blowing. Back at Santa Renita, looking at the paddock, we are okay. Couple of horses you're not really looking too good, which is interesting. We are tipped. Butley back again. Second favorite and tipped. Is today the day they finally win a grade 1? We've had a few horses like Butley in our saves over the past year or so where, yeah, we're just, we're almost willing them to win. Even if it costs us along the way a tiny bit, like, it's not the worst thing in the world. I don't mind a crazy amount. I'm tempted with the distance adaptability. We should be coming up from a mile, but we could still be in range to challenge earlier. I just don't really know. I think we just run it normal and kind of see where we stand. I think that makes some more sense. But we are favorites. We should win. We didn't really have anyone else for the game leap. And so 1 mile, 1 furlong at Santa Anita Park, Class 1 grade 1 for 3-year-olds and older. On the turf track, the fillies come out to play. And like I say, Butley LAM is the other horse to watch in this. But we are off to a decent start. Butley on the outside, not too bad either. Either side of Unique Tolerance, we got Chikorita Chaparral. Sensible Vici is in there. Pulsar Soul has gone up to the lead. Mazzoni Confidential. And we are having to go all the way to the outside, getting ready for this turn. I don't mind that. I think that's the play that we have to make in this one if we are going to make this count. and into the final furlong. Do we have what it takes? Maybe we should have gone earlier, but Shikarika Chaparral will take this from Butley. We do get up into third. It's a nice run. It's not really where we wanted to be. I think if we'd have challenged later, we might have been okay. But also, we were at the back for most of the race, so I don't know if it would have improved us at all. We kind of did challenge later, just naturally. But I said challenge earlier. I think that's really interesting on questions of stamina and distance adaptability right there. But that has the better chance of actually improving us. So, yeah, not the best. We can definitely probably come back at the Woodbine Oaks and try that out. Okay, then. Well, we got double. We got 2 second legs of Triple Crowns for the US and Canada. We got 2 fillies on the first day, heading to Pimlico. And then we got 2 fillies the next day, heading up to Woodbine. Sorry, not Pimlico, Belmont Park. Yeah. So double. They've won the first 2 legs. We're going for the third. I'm kind of nervous. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know what to do with these third legs, I think is my question now. Like, do we go jockey orders or not? And I think we do. I think at some level we kind of have to. It really depends on the field, though. I mean, to me, it kind of depends on the field. Looks like you're coming up. You'd be running on a mile, but you just did a lot better over mile 4 than anything else, and you're following up with a mile 6, so you could be a specialist for sure. Yeah, you just won the Himba, and you ran okay at the New Zealand Oaks. You're coming up. 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 And you ran well at a mile 4. So could be 3 specialists, which makes this so difficult to win. I do think we're a mile 2. I do. I think quality-wise, we can probably bridge to a mile 3. Distance-wise, with the adaptability, I don't know jockey instructions. I think it's going to be really close. I think we've definitely got a shot. We deserve the run. Like, we took the Derby, we took the Preakness, the Belmont now is just an no-brainer. You've got to run it. But I'm not sure if realistically we should be favorites with 3 horses that are on distance. And then up here, I mean, there's no races for you. You're coming up. You're definitely coming up, I would expect. You're coming up. You're coming up. And then you haven't raced. And Sophie's as well. Is possibly very much an interesting horse. Could be more on distance than we are for sure. She didn't love a mile 2, but then she ran really well at a mile 1. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Don't like the fact that there's a British and a French horse coming over. And Sophie's worries me because there wasn't much between us in that second leg. And she has won at a mile 4. And we're definitely more of a mile 1 horse. Maybe can get to a mile 2. Jockey instructions to a mile 3. They might just adapt better than us. And that could lose us. The Canadian Triple Crown. I mean, I think that's a distinct possibility. Distinct possibility. Life Quest can rebound, Pure Adventure. We're going to run with jockey instructions and see if that makes a difference so we can kind of figure out what they're doing for the rest of the season. Life Quest up first. Just a game. Again, I feel like I can challenge early. I just think unless I'm 100% right there, then we're pretty much giving up a win for sure. We've been so close with either one or come second in like 95% of our races. So I think we just run. Barely tipped, which is, again, nuts and slightly insulting, I feel. Okay, Belmont, first race of the day, the primer for Florent Geroux. Just a game, 1 mile, class 1, grade 1 for 4-year-olds and older upon the turf track. Life Quest with 16 grade 1 wins and 2 grade 2s to their name. Coming up nicely in the field, just settling in the middle there with Anahala Gypsy, Hamra Stephanie, Masorora Trace, Cloven River, Darbell Spirit, and then back to New Elect Pants Flare, Groom Judah, and Chalamont. We could get blocked off. We are getting blocked off. Can we find a run? It doesn't really look like we were able to find an easy run, and now down to the final furlong. It doesn't feel like we've got anything left in the tank. That's kind of disappointing. We're going to come up into second place, it looks like, maybe even third. Koala Flair, I thought, would drop back a little, but keeps that spot. Beseech Groom back into the lead and just taking this one. I don't love that run. I don't love that run. I feel like we were kind of hemmed in against the rail. We didn't really have room to go. And it kind of hurt us. I don't mind because that's not the one we're here to win today. But at the same time, slightly concerning with that horse. We got a blue triangle. And I don't love that blue triangle. I really don't love that blue triangle. I think I have to challenge later. I don't think there's any two ways about this. I think Maple is good. Stradbally could be really good. Buckers could be good. Now, two of those got blue triangles too. Born Jones is a good horse for sure. We're 1 and 2 because that's what we came in the Derby and Preakness. But these 3 specialists just in behind, we will be tipped alongside Maple and Stradbally, the grade 2 and the grade 1 out of that group. So, yeah, Maple, Jones, They both look okay. And Strad, Barley, Buckers, and ourselves are all lazy. Those are the five I would expect to do the best in this race. I think we've got the challenge later. We don't quite have the distance. Could be a mistake, but the blue triangle might screw us anyway. And I think theoretically it gives us the best shot. So the third leg, the test of the champions, the graveyard of the champions, Belmont Park, for the Belmont Stakes, third leg of the Triple Crown, 1 mile 4, Class 1 Grade 1 for 3-year-olds upon the dirt track. As I say, the winner of the Kentucky Derby and Preakness is here. The second place horse for the Kentucky Derby and Preakness is here. Little match race between them, but the three specialists are concerning. We've got an inside draw, but a decent start. Can we get ourselves out of trouble? It looks like we're just going to go up the inside. Oh, we're dropping back. I don't love that. No, we can easily get blocked in. We do move around Lavara Cutter, though, getting out of trouble. Bourne Jones on our outside, sticking with us. Maple, Buckers, both in there with Bergerac, Twister, back to Strawberry, Higher, Definition, and Venezia at the back. Chamarus Parfait is in the lead. Bourne Jones has taken this one a little early. Will go against the rail for a tight turn. It does look like other horses are kind of getting into the mix here. Two from home. And as we come onto the home stretch, Bourne Jones goes. It looks like we did get blocked off there pretty badly behind a horse there. And I hate the way that that's going to be the way we lose. I feel even being lazy and even telling us the challenge later, we beat the specialists, but we didn't step out. I think it was Parfait that we ran into the back of. We just slowed down. And that just gave Bourne Jones the extra half a length to a length ahead of us without being challenged. That's very, very disappointing. I had to know. I had to know it would have killed me otherwise, but I had to know. I ran it again. We didn't get blocked off. And this was a Triple Crown winning horse that didn't quite make it, but it's not the canon. The canon is we came so far. In the end, didn't quite matter enough. Let's get blocked off and lose a Triple Crown. And yeah, furlong shorter, sure. I knew that. That's why we did the jockey instructions. I feel like we would have. We probably win that race like 7 times out of 10. A little unlucky. Didn't quite get a Triple Crown. That hurts. That hurts. That hurts. It would have been a triple. It would have been a triple. Oh, boy. We would have been over 130 rated as well. I'm kind of annoyed. Kind of annoyed. Yeah. I don't think it's an amazing horse, but, like, we did just leave a Triple Crown on the table. No American. No, it's Woodbine. And to see, can we do the Canadian? But first, we should see a little run. Here we go for pure adventure. And again, I think I'm going to try to challenge early. It doesn't really make sense, but I think the adaptability is taking us up to about 2 lengths at the halfway point. So we move from a mile, a little over a mile, really. I think we're comfortable at like a mile and a quarter, maybe. Quarter of a furlong. Maybe even a mile and a half furlong. I think that might be a touch too far. I think mile and a quarter furlong is where we want to be. So going up to, a little more than that kind of makes sense to me. We should be around mile 2 or so. So challenging earlier at mile 1 could be the play. We will be tipped. We look okay. The rest of the field, I don't know and don't really care about. I think we should win. We didn't win the preview, and we lost the big race. Let's see, can we win this one? And then have Ice Queen complete the Triple Crown. But the Woodbine Oaks, Class 1, Grade 1, for 3 rows on the dirt track at a mile 1. Phillies only field again, and we are experimenting with pure adventure. Challenging earlier. We break okay in the middle. And we are going to just coast inside. Again, very dangerous being able to be blocked off there. Zipnov Live. Knight is up top with Tessa Cyclone. Avaji Untouchable. Devil Cream Crescent Conduct. Sellers Aragon. Jabali Mata. Mixwader Morden and ourselves with Sylvester Sorrow, Aziz Glad, and looks like Mystery NetBet Sports has pulled up with an injury as we've gone out the outside. We are going early. It's 1.5 from home. The home stretch starts here, and we have gone early. We are making it count. Now can we fight at the final furlong line? About 2 lengths in the lead. Is there a challenge from deep? Is anyone coming up? Sylvester Sorrow looks like they might. But that will be about it. Hands in the air. Good win for Pure Adventure. We chose right. And that gives me so much confidence going into other races. We have the adaptability just to run and have some fun. Pure Adventure. Big win. Sylvester Sorrow. A good run in seconds. Jabali Meta was coming in decently as well. But that was always our race, I feel. Ran in snatches. Yeah, that's a decent one. And it's a second Grade 1. Yeah, interesting to see how that might come back down to a mile. Don't know why I almost skipped the day. I don't know why. We almost did, but yeah. Florent Geroux. Oh, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do, Florent Geroux? We do not trail, and we challenge later. We can be Lightning Ice Queen, and you can be Meta. How about that? Let's go. We are tipped. We're coping well, Lena, ready to go. 2 legs in the bag. Form horse, top rated, quality. Couple of horses worry me for different reasons. But again, this feels like it is ours, and we are here once again now. 1 mile, 4 furlong Breeders' Stakes. Class 1, Grade 1 for 3 rows on the turf track. The third leg of the Canadian Triple Crown. We didn't get New Zealand. We didn't get America. We are here for the Ice Queen to conquer the Great White North on Florent Geroux here at Woodbine. We got the inside track, so we will be running inside the rails for the first part of this. We come up the front, and that's decent. Rosin Whisperer Jinto English, the two yellow silks ahead of us. Sophie's pole is very dangerous in the mix with Schwartz O'Reilly, Minella Synod, Toket Tidy, Musnad Sandridge, and Vrenin Comedy as well. We are now coming off the backstretch start of this long left-hand turn then. This is the setup. Half a mile from home. Who is going to do what? Ice Queen just biding their time. Up into second, getting ready to go maybe for the big finish. And we are going to go up the inside then. We are going to start this run. Sophie's pole is coming, but doesn't look like they're coming quickly at this stage. Sandridge is lurking and gaining bit by bit. Sandridge just up on the inside, and Sandridge is gonna be the heartbreaker. Sandridge is gonna steal this on the line. And the Triple Crown just goes. Oh, it was so close. It was so close. Yep. Yep. Second in the Queen's Plate, third in the Prince of Wales, and takes the Breeders' Stakes. Oh, it's been a good Triple Crown for Sandridge. To be fair, that is pretty good. We did beat the one horse I thought was gonna come beat us, and that was Sophie's Pole. That was my danger horse. That was my danger horse. They sucked the Kentucky, but second and third, Prince of Wales and Breeders' Stake, that kind of is what they really enjoyed running. So close, yet so far for Ice Queen. Just headed out at the line. On another day, that's our race. That's a Triple Crown in Canada. On another day, we don't get blocked off. That's a Triple Crown in America. We could have had two. We end with both. We did everything we could to put them in position, and it just wasn't enough. So, yeah. No, not quite where we wanted to be. We didn't get the rebound on Life Quest. Ice Queen and O Cold did everything they could. We just couldn't get there. Hurrah didn't get their win, but came close. Pure Adventure, we figured out a way to run for sure. We did get the grade ones. And Nobles Auberge and Rainmaker. So a bit of a mixed bag. Overall, running really well. Top threes for everybody. It could have been so much better. It could have been so much better. Ugh. Brutal. Brutal. Yeah, I think I booked the right horses. I feel glad about that. I think Pure Adventure has a good chance at like the first two legs. Probably not after that. I think probably Institute Spy is a good horse, but I don't think it runs better or much better than Out Cold and like Ice Queen. I don't think it wins all three legs of the Triple Crown, which it would have to do to outperform those two. You know, both in first, both second by tight margins. And both looked like they could or should have won those third legs too. So, yeah, I feel pretty good about those Triple Crown runs. Like I say, I think we're in a solid place. But let me know what you think in the comment section down below. Like, where's this rank? if we'd have won those, where do those horses hypothetically then rank? Are they above a Krabby's? Are they in line with Plateau Brex? Are they in and around our other kind of big Triple Crown horses? The 140 chasers? I don't know. I don't feel like they're as good as those horses. So I don't know whether it would be poor fields or just overachieving. But I think we ran almost as well as we could have. But interested to see what you think in the comments as always. But yeah, what a fun video, good results. Slightly disappointed at the ending, as expecting to be really in this scenario, I guess. But there we are. I hope you enjoyed it. If not, let me know. Let me know for sure. But yeah, like and subscribe if you have. Check out the other playlist. Check out the memberships. And yeah, more fun and games to come as we're only halfway through the season. We've got some really good races already booked, including the first legs of the French Triple Crown, which is one for male, one for female. We've also got the Australian and South African Triple Crowns kicking off, so we can run all 4 of our 3-year-olds in those races. And that's kind of exciting. We can kind of see how that plays out. And not only that, but Life Quest, Hurrah, very, very solid, very good horses. And then the 2-year-olds who start looking good, like how far can we push them? So lots more to come, like I say, but I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for being a part of the journey. Appreciate the support as always. I'll see you next time. Till then, take care, stay safe, all the very best. I've been Chris, this has been Starters Order 7, and you've been fantastic. So close, so far, so long.